Item number 1. We will not be doing public presentations. We will be doing item number 1. Forgive me. I think I'm trying to avoid it at all costs, Mick Gleason, is I think what's going on there.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Item number 1 this morning is a resolution honoring Supervisor Mick Gleason for his dedicated and distinguished service representing the 1st District of Kern County. I promised myself I would not cry today.
Madam Chair, we do have public comment on this item, if you would like to hear that prior to the board voting to approve.
That makes sense. I would love to take public comment.
We have Renee Westa Lusk, who would like to address the board concerning this item. Ms. Westa Lusk, if you would unmute your phone by pressing *6, you may address the board.
Hello, Board of Supervisors, and I give a salute to Mick Gleason, my supervisor for the last 8 years. I want to thank you, Mick, for your dedication and your family's sacrifices in having you serve the 1st District, which includes the Indian Wells Valley. I especially thank you and your family, Robin, your children and your grandchildren, for allowing you to take heroic steps and efforts in leading the hard work and challenging circumstances to save what is left and to preserve our potable water supply in the Indian Wells Valley. Our valley will be truly indebted to you for saving our water forever. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I congratulate you in your retirement. All your work you've done was tremendous, and I can't thank you enough. Have a great retirement. Thank you.
I need to give you a pay raise, Renee.
Okay.
That concludes public comment on this item.
Nice. Well, I think she pretty much wrapped it up, Mick. 1st District Supervisor Mick Gleason was elected to the Kern County Board of Supervisors in 2012 and was re-elected in 2016. During Supervisor Gleason's tenure on the Board of Supervisors, the board made contributions to east-west connectivity of the West Side Parkway, ensuring Kern County continues to be an attractive location to industries, and transitioned Kern Medical to an independent authority, thereby addressing a financial burden previously plaguing the county. And overhauled county health insurance programs to save the general fund $10 million. You remember that, man? While still offering employees and retirees high-quality health care, and successfully managed a 4-year budget deficit mitigation plan through sound fiscal practices that saved the county from layoffs and upgraded the runway at Meadows Field, ensuring Kern County's airport can service the local large employers, industries, and residents. And Supervisor Gleason significantly championed the Lean Six Sigma initiative, Launch Kern, which has resulted in nearly 180 individual projects, 180 projects aimed at reducing inefficiency and saving money, and has saved the county nearly $20 million and 100,000 hours of staff time, demonstrating his commitment to fiscal responsibility and good business management. And Supervisor Gleason worked tirelessly to find a solution to the Indian Wells Valley water management issues caused by changes from the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act, limiting the amount of water that can be pulled from the underground water tables, disproportionately affecting the Indian Wells Valley, and brought together county resources and community members to engage in dialogue and forward-thinking solutions to ensure the future sustainability of the region. Supervisor Gleason represented his district through the 2 largest disasters Kern County has experienced in recent history: the Erskine Fire and the Ridgecrest earthquakes. where he was hands-on every day with the operations on the ground, meeting with his neighbors and constituents to ensure they were supported. Supervisor Gleason worked diligently to bring improvements to his district through additions like the skate parks and dog park in the Kern River Valley, giving children and families additional spaces to engage in recreational activities, as well as supporting Petroglyph Park in Ridgecrest and funding improvements to the county parks within his district. And Supervisor Gleason, recognizing that the Ridgecrest area deserved the same leadership opportunities for their young workforce and other areas of the county, had, founded the first Leadership Ridgecrest program and brought together community leaders and industries from the area that could share knowledge and advice with the future leaders of his community. And after 8 years of outstanding service to the people of the 1st District in Kern County, Mick Gleason is retiring from the Kern County Board of Supervisors. Now, therefore, it is resolved that the Board of Supervisors of the County of Kern, State of California, does hereby honor and commend Supervisor Mick Gleason for his outstanding achievements during a distinguished career in public service. And the board expresses its sincere gratitude and warmest wishes to Supervisor Gleason upon the occasion of his retirement from 8 years of service to the glorious people of Kern County. Adopted December 15, 2020. At this time, we're going to play a video commemorating the remarkable honor, duty, and patriotism of Supervisor Mick Gleason. What do you think about that, Mick?
I've aged.
Oh, one of my mentors in the Capitol has told me that leadership ages you in dog years, as you know. We're going to come to you in a moment, Mick, but I think it would be a good time to hear from our colleagues. We also have Supervisor Couch participating remotely, and we'd love to hear from him as well in just a few moments. But in addition to our county resolution, our Congressman Kevin McCarthy has submitted a congressional record in honor of Supervisor Gleason. Leanne Cook, Supervisor Gleason's Chief of Staff, at this time, will please come forward and read that proclamation.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Honoring Mick Gleason on his retirement from the Kern County Board of Supervisors, Honorable Kevin McCarthy of California and the House of Representatives, December 15th, 2020. Mr. McCarthy says, Madam Speaker, I rise today to recognize Kern County Supervisor and U.S. Navy Captain Retired Michael Mick Gleason after 35 years of service to his country and community. Mick is retiring from public service at the end of his current term on the Kern County Board of Supervisors. Mick was born in Nyack, New York, and later moved to Haverhill, which I always say wrong, sorry, Massachusetts, where he unfortunately became a fan of all things Boston, including the New England Patriots. In 1972, Mick graduated from the University of Notre Dame with a bachelor's degree in business administration and enlisted in the United States Navy, beginning a 27-year career serving our country in uniform. In 1999, he furthered his education by enrolling in the Naval Postgraduate School and earned a master's degree in astronautical engineering. During his time in the Navy, Mick became the commanding officer of the Naval Air Weapons Station, NAS, China Lake, located in Ridgecrest, California, which is what led him and his wife Robin to Kern County. In 2004, he served as the NAS China Lake commanding officer for 2 years. After retiring from the Navy, Mick decided to continue his public service to our community and successfully ran and was elected to the Kern County Board of Supervisors, being sworn in as the first district supervisor in 2013. Over his tenure on the board, Mick has consistently advocated for Eastern Kern County, touting the importance of the opportunities related to the region's economic strengths and highly educated workforce, fighting to attract more and diversified businesses to the area. But first and foremost, Mick has always been a vociferous advocate for NAS China Lake, knowing that a healthy and robust mission at the base translates to the strength and growth of the Ridgecrest community. He has also helped lead the county response through difficult times, from the Erskine Fire to the July 2019 earthquakes that damaged Ridgecrest and NAS China Lake. And Mick has never shied away from working on controversial but important issues, from strengthening Kern Medical Center to spearheading water conservation in the Indian Wells Valley following enactment of a state law on groundwater sustainability. Over the years, I have valued Mick's friendship personally and as a trusted advisor who always had his pulse on the Ridgecrest and Eastern Kern communities. Using the skills he developed during his time in the U.S. Navy, Mick has always impressed me with his acumen, including his ability to quickly weigh issues, size up impacts to the community, and make a decision that only had one thing in mind, the public interest. And for anyone who knows Mick, once he makes a decision, he doggedly follows through, working to persuade and promote the policy in his trademark accent, a combination of Boston, Kern County, and Western lexicons, with a smattering of military jargon thrown in for good measure, which is renowned throughout our community. I thank Mick for his years of service to our community, both as the commanding officer of NAS China Lake and later as Kern County Supervisor. Although Mick is taking a step back from his role in public service, I am confident that he will continue to lend his time and expertise to many of the causes that he holds dear. On behalf of the people of California 23rd District, I wish him well as he begins this new chapter of his life. I know that he and Robin are looking forward to spending more time with their 3 sons, Wes, Patty, and Jeff, and their families. Sincerely, Kevin McCarthy. I also want to just note one quick thing. Our 4 local leaders did a joint resolution. Assembly members Solis, Fong, Hurtada, and Grove, in honor of Supervisor Gleason. We also have a flag that was flown over the Capitol, and I thought Mrs. Gleason was going to be here, so there's flowers for her as well. Thank you very much.
Good job, Leanne.
You have been very lucky to have Leanne.
Yeah.
Supervisor Mike Maggard.
Thank you. Hey, Mick, I was thinking about when I think of you, what comes to my mind? And then I decided to write something else.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
So when I think about you, Mick, this is the stuff I'm going to think about. You always did what you said you would do. I didn't always agree with you, but I always trusted the perspective that you brought with you. You never flinched. You've drawn on experiences that I've never had, and you made us better because of your perspective that you brought. So thank you. It's been an honor and a pleasure, and I want to wish and pray God's blessings on you and Robin and all that you do hereafter. So thank you, Mick.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Supervisor Zach Griffin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mick, it's been a real pleasure and an honor to serve with you for the last 8 years. You have served your district and the county faithfully. You always come from the right place when you make your decisions. You're always trying to do the right thing, and you've had a lot of hard issues to tackle. And I've always respected the way in which you go about your business and make your decisions. And so Christine and I want to wish you and Robin the best. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your friendship, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. Very nice of you.
Supervisor David Couch, are you there?
I am here. I agree with what Mike and Zach just said, Mick, and it's been an honor and privilege to get to know you and serve with you. I will miss your sense of humor, and if you think you've seen the last of me, you haven't. I'm going to come visit you real soon. So I appreciate, to say I appreciate it really understates it, but your career in public service is really one to be admired, all the way from your military career and serving on the Board of Supervisors and all of that, but both of those entail. And I just appreciate, your public service immensely, and I'm very proud to have gotten to know you. I'll see you soon. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for the warning, Dave.
Thank you, Supervisor Couch. Mick, to me, you epitomize the American spirit. Service, duty, and sacrifice. I think of Robin, I think of your family, of the decades of investment into the well-being of this country. I've observed you for at least a decade, and I can attest that you are a good faith player, that you always acted in the interests of the public, and you did it with incredible class and grace. You are a great American gentleman. And you remind us, why our political leadership should really be comprised of great American patriots. Thank you for your service. The floor is yours.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you all. We did a good job. I couldn't have done that. I'm glad you did it. Robin couldn't make it today. Robin was trying to get here. She couldn't make it because she had stuff that was going on that was unavoidable, so she sends her best. Thank you all for your honor. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to honor you by sitting here and sharing this dais with 4 outstanding people that I've come to respect and admire. I think George Washington once said that during his inauguration that it was an honored obligation to serve. And I think frequently we lose sight of that. I think it's morphed over 200 years from being an honored obligation to serve. George actually didn't run for office. He was appointed. As a matter of fact, they built the whole government around him because he was the man that could lead them. They didn't need a king. They had George. So he described it as an honored obligation, and there's a couple things to be said there. He considered it an obligation to run for office or to serve as president, and I think he meant it was a duty. He was obliged, is a responsibility of his citizenship to participate in the government process. And I think that we lose sight of that sometimes, that it's an obligation of the citizenry to perform for the government. It's a job as being a citizen of this country and a citizen of this county to take an active role at some part of your life to participate and for the government that has blessed you with so much. And it's time for us to give back. And I think that's what George Washington meant when he said it was an honored obligation. It was an obligation. He also said it was an honor. And I think sometimes we lose sight of that fact, too. I think we lose, we honor our military folks religiously. I mean, we all do it. We all look at our firefighters and our sheriff and our uniformed people who represent us and do God's will for our country, and we say that's an honor. And those people, those military members, they understand that it's an honor, and they perform like it's an honor. And matter of fact, if a Navy sailor walked in here today, right now, and you would ask him what are the core values of the Navy, he would say every single one of them would say immediately honor, courage, commitment, because it's part of their of what they do is service, is honor, courage, and commitment. So George Washington's honorable obligation is not just something citizens need to do and become aware of and participate in, but it's an honor to do that. Whether you are a department head, whether you are managing animal services, or whether you're delivering Meals on Wheels, or whether you're a probation officer, whatever you do, the citizens of our country all need to recognize it's an obligation to perform something, do something, contribute somewhere, and it's an honor to do that. And the people that do that aren't just bureaucrats, and they aren't just county employees, they're honorable people for doing what they do. And we lose sight today of, we have so much damn politics, and we have so much other things going on that we forget that serving in a government in some capacity is an honor, and it is an obligation, and we should all express that and demonstrate that. And I'd be curious to see if everybody in Kern County knows or has an opinion. I'd be very interested to hear what they think about honor. I'd very much like for the CAO to go out with a questionnaire to all county employees, to his department heads, and say, please tell me what honor is, what honor means to you, and why is that honor important to your service as a Kern County employee? I think being a Kern County employee is an honorable service, and it's an honorable obligation, and we are all, the people here, fulfill it magnificently. They've done a great job. I can't tell you how impressed I am with the team of Kern County, from the department heads to the middle managers to the grunts who are out doing the work. I mean, grunts is a term of affection. People who do the real work. Frequently, I'm amazed at what we've come through in my short tenure, and when I watch the challenges we faced and watched how we have managed those challenges in such a way that provides dignity and honor to who we are as a county. So my hat's off to all those employees. I don't care what you do, whether you're a parks guy, a sheriff, or whatever, it doesn't matter. The honor you bring is critically important to the quality of work and the efficiency and effectiveness of our ability to deliver government services to our public. Being an honorable profession is something we need to re-attain as a county, and we need to lead as Kern County as being honorable service members. So thanks a lot. I very appreciate it. I won't take too much time. I just wanted to leave that little tidbit with you, and thank you all for all your service and all your time and all your contributions. The city of Ridgecrest and the District 1, Kern River Valley, have been serviced well by people like Dave Freeland, Debbie Freeland, Leanne, Gronk, who's going to take over for me. Chainsaw has done a fabulous job, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to work with all of you. Thank you very much.
Well, I'll state it again, Mick. You remind us why our political leadership should be comprised of great American patriots. Thank you for your service to this country, to this county. Thank you for being a good faith player. I always knew what I was getting with you, Mick, and that's honorable. Thank you. We need a motion for this resolution.
Madam Chair, honored to make the motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
I think Supervisor Couch also wanted to second.
Yeah, we have a third as well. I'll fourth that motion, yes. So roll call, please.
Supervisor Gleason.
Aye.
Supervisor Scribner.
Aye.
Supervisor Maggard. Supervisor Couch.
Yes.
Supervisor Perez.
Yes, I was just giving Mick his motion.
Motion approved, all ayes.